As mentioned in my previous video, I have been compiling a list of video games that I've played last year together with our top 15 favorite films of 2023. I've been taking my time with this task as various professional and personal stuff has demanded my attention alongside of bouts of procrastination, of course. Oh well. Nevertheless, I am pleased to present this list of games that I enjoyed, especially if you're seeking new experiences to immerse yourself in. So the first one obviously is Resident Evil 4 Remake and its DLC Separate Ways. I've done a 4-hour video on this channel covering all the chapters of the main campaign, and every minute of it was truly enjoyable. The remake is impeccably executed, staying faithful to the original while reorganizing segments of the game into more logical sequences, specifically the zones missing in the main campaign but introduced in the Separate Ways DLC now make much more sense. For example, we enter the laser room with Ada, who has much more flexibility to adapt to the situation. I certainly hoped for more justice to be done to certain enemies, particularly Bitores Mendes, who I hoped to be a stalker figure akin to Mr. X in the village segment. Nevertheless, there's one sequence that captures this essence effectively, that I wish they teased more of it with similar encounters in the previous chapters. The second game that I tried this year was Lies of P, and I might go back to it because of the achievements when I feel like it. But I'm gonna be honest, I am now done after 42 hours, and I don't know why, but I feel exhausted after finishing it. There are a lot of aspects of this game that feel polished and others that feel weird and incomplete to me. I would say its best aspect is the weapon customization, which contributes to different builds. Also, story-wise, it's really cool. What they do with the concept and the world building, I loved it. Just the exploration itself and some of the bosses were a bit weak for me. Nevertheless, I do recommend this one as it's the best one when it comes to new games trying to convey something within the Souls-like spectrum. Final Fantasy 1 and 4 are remarkable games. Exploring every nook of the world map in these games is where the true enjoyment lies. I've attained all the achievements in Final Fantasy 1, but still have some left in Final Fantasy 4. Replaying these titles in anticipation of FF7 Rebirth is such a cozy experience. I feel safe knowing I have this content to experience and revisit before experiencing FF7 Rebirth. I urge others to delve into these titles as each offers emotionally resonant storytelling, even those that may be less favored. It's crucial to emphasize to newcomers that each Final Fantasy installment has its own story, occasionally with spin-offs. I feel that's why some people don't want to dive into these games, because they feel that from the title and number they need to play previous titles to understand the story, which is not the case. And of course, after so many years, I finally delved into Chrono Trigger for the first time, a game I've longed to experience. Playing it on my Steam Deck was a delightful experience also. The game captivated me with its compelling story, well-developed characters, and enchanting music. It's one I often fire up just to relax with its magical tone. And continuing on RPGs, yeah, I have played Baldur's Gate 3, and I am still playing it. I didn't finish it after 200 hours. Since Christmas, I've been having a break from life itself and being consumed by this game, alternating between it and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth now by the time I am writing this video. This isometric RPG seamlessly incorporates elements from Dungeons & Dragons, ensuring a unique playthrough for each player. What resonates with me is the sheer freedom the game offers in breaking its rules. There are countless ways to tackle obstacles, and the game encourages experimentation. Additionally, the diverse cast of characters with their own backstories adds depth to to the experience. As I said before, I've temporarily paused Baldur's Gate 3 to focus on FF7 Rebirth, but I plan to complete both games this year. Looking ahead, I eagerly await the possibility of a new Resident Evil installment, and I am particularly excited about the upcoming Elden Ring DLC that is scheduled for June. Let me know your thoughts on these games. Also, if you found my channel and you like what I do here, consider subscribing, and we'll see each other in the next video. See ya.